Hello, beautiful people. Today I want to talk about loss and why your perspective on it is important. I've lost a generous amount of people in my life, and even though I continue to do so, it does not get any easier. I will say that my perspective on loss has changed, but it is still just as painful, especially as somebody who feels very deeply. I used to take loss really badly. Like, I remember in my first relationship, it took a long time for me to let that go and to come to terms with it. And I actually begged for him to stay. I really fought against losing him because I didn't want to accept that relationship was over. It really just made things worse. I used to see loss as completely negative, like there could be no possible positive from any type of loss. A breakup, a friendship ending, needing to switch schools or starting a new job, like any type of change was just completely negative for me. I used to struggle a lot with losing people, and I would feel like I needed them, like I wasn't going to be okay without them, like that heartbreak was going to end me, like that friendship ending would mean that I'd never find another friend like that again. It wasn't until recently that I realized loss is necessary. You need loss in order to really learn and give yourself room to grow. Whether it be losing a friend, a boyfriend, a therapist, a loved one, all loss can teach you something different. A perfect example of how loss is a teacher is how when you go through a breakup, that relationship taught you so many things that you're not even thinking of because you're so sucked into those negative emotions and that heartbreak and grieving that person. But in reality, that relationship taught you so much that you wouldn't have learned unless you went through it. That relationship taught you how to love better, how you want to be loved, what you want and don't want in a future partner. Losing that friendship might have felt terrible, and you might feel like you'll never experience a friendship like that again, but that is so far from the truth. That friendship ending is a blessing in disguise. Not only did they leave you with a ton of lessons that you wouldn't have experienced unless you lived through them, but they're also making space for people who truly deserve a spot in your life, people who align with your goals and values in life more than that other person could ever have. Another perfect example is how I just had to find a new therapist. My old therapist could no longer accept her old clients because she moved into a different job position. It was really, really painful for me, and it still is, but I realized that was meant to happen because I would have stayed with Jennifer for as long as I could. The truth is, Jennifer taught me everything that she could. I feel as though everything Jennifer could offer me, I have already taken, and that leaves me no room for growth. When Jennifer first told me that she was leaving, I felt so heartbroken. I literally was like, I'm not doing therapy anymore. Like, how am I ever gonna find a therapist as good as her? I don't want to go through the process of my health insurance and finding somebody who's best suited for me and finding somebody who I actually like. I didn't want to go through the process of finding somebody new and opening up to them and telling them everything about me all over again. But what I wasn't considering was that could also open a whole new window of opportunities for me. It could give me advice that I had been needing and Jennifer didn't have for me. It could make space for a whole new world of knowledge that I didn't even know about because I hadn't considered getting a new therapist. And if I did, I was always too scared to actually go through with it. Another example is getting fired from your job. Maybe you had already considered getting a new one, you just never had the balls to leave. It could be due to feeling comfortable, knowing the people, fear of change, lack of motivation to actually find a new job. And you getting fired was really God's way or the universe's way or whatever you believe in's way of saying it's time to let go and make space for new opportunities in your life. And this is the same for every single type of loss. It's making space for a new opportunity, the opportunity for a new love, a better friendship, a new therapist, a better job, places and people that are more suited for the person that you are growing and changing and becoming. Everything that you've lost in your life has served its purpose and helped you evolve into the person that you are now. It's up to you to decide how you want to look at loss. And that's not me saying that it doesn't hurt, because I am a very deep feeler. I know firsthand how bad it feels to have to come to terms with that person or that thing no longer being in your life. It never gets easier. I still cry over losing my therapist. I still cry over losing my last relationship. That's literally just how you heal. You have to feel those emotions in order to get through it. It's okay to miss somebody or something. That doesn't mean that you need them or it back in your life. As cliche as it sounds, grief really is the price you pay for love. And that's why it's important to appreciate and really soak in every single moment that you get with somebody or something that you do love. You will never have enough time with that thing or person. You will never feel satisfied. I wish I would have gotten more time with my therapist, Jennifer, and I had 2 years with her. No matter when I had to say goodbye, it would have still hurt the exact same. Losing my mother figure was really the beginning of me learning all of this, because without losing my mother figure, I would have never known what it's like to lose somebody who means that much to you. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Love you.